Good evening, everyone. You clicked on to long-range weather forecast discussion for June 10th to 24th. And before I get to the forecast, I want to show you the trajectory. And this is where the hot air came from that's affecting most of the plains and to the east. It came from the northern Rockies here, then kind of dipped here and pulled up the warm, humid air mass around the Bermuda Hot Ridge, or the Azore Ridge, that's out over the Atlantic. Okay, we're going to get to the forecast now. This is for the forecast period June 10th to the 14th. And what we have here is a trough in the west and a tendency for a trough across the northeast with above normal heights in between. You can see here's a trough here, here's our trough, here's our ridge. So this is what we're expecting the makeup to be. Now, the ridge and the plains will cause temperatures above normal from the plains to the northern Rockies Thursday into early next week. And upper level disturbance, we'll look at that at the surface now, will bring rain to the Ohio Valley and the Mid-Atlantic. Then further south, we have this frontal boundary across the southeast. This will bring more heavy rainfall. And this is the area that doesn't need any more rain. This will cause flash flooding or flooding problems down across this area. And in the west, we have several Pacific systems that will move inland, bringing precipitation to the area, and even higher elevations of the Cascades could have some snow. Okay, we're going to look at the period for June 15th to the 19th. And we still have our trough ridge, trough configuration. And this correlates to, let me see if I have the right map. Okay, we have, let me get to the right, we have a trough moving into Northeast Asia, which correlates to a, you can see the trough right here, correlates to a trough in the ridge. We got to see how that develops. But that will bring the trough into the ridge with cooler temperatures. And so for this forecast period, I'm calling for above normal temperatures for this region here, and I'm calling for anomalies of up to 12 degrees above normal. Below normal temperatures forecast for this region here, and I'm calling for anomalies of 2 to 4 degrees below normal, and this would be due to clouds and precipitation and soil moisture. And for precipitation, I'm calling for below normal precipitation for this region, and the probability of occurrence is 35 to 55%. That's across here. This region will still remain very dry. And we have above normal precipitation for the southeast and mid-Atlantic states, and the probability of occurrence is 35 to 40%. Now we're going to look at the period for June 20th to 24th. And the trough is forecast in the west. Well, we have a ridge in the west. I'm sorry, this trough lifts out, but we have a trough here over the East Pacific, ridge here across the Rockies and Plains, trough here across the Northeast. So for this forecast period, I'm calling for, let me get to the right map, calling for above normal temperatures for this region here, and I'm calling for anomalies of up to 12 degrees above normal, and the change here from the previous period is an extension of below normal temperatures across the Mid-Atlantic and the Northeast. And there I'm forecasting anomalies to be about 2 to 4 degrees below normal. And for precipitation, is this the map? Nope. Is this the map? Yes. Calling for below normal precipitation here, still remaining dry across this area here. And the probability of occurrence is 35 to 45%. And we have above normal precipitation for the Gulf Coast states with the anomalies of 40 degrees a 40% chance of occurrence. Now, another thing I want to look at here, this would be possible tropical development later on, like in a week or like after late next week, maybe, or early next. We might have a Central American gyre, and this will be possible tropical development. We have to see how this goes, and some of the models are forecasting this, and we'll take a look at that. Now, you can see there's a lot of rainfall, a lot of precipitation falling here, but then as we get further into the period 13, 14, you can see there's a lot of rainfall collecting across this area here, and then we go further into time, 15th. Now we start seeing maybe a little bit of a circulation, and we have a low that develops around the 17th. So this is the area to watch for possible tropical development. Okay, so that's the long-range weather forecast discussion for June 10th to 24th. Thanks for coming to Jim Unley's World of Weather, and have a good day.